Big games, big bets, better drinks. You're listening to Happy Hour Playbook, your guide to the winning side of sports and lifestyle. I'm Chris, and we're officially on air. Let's see what's on the slate today. Welcome to the Happy Hour Playbook.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. My name's Chris.
I'm Wes.
Tonight, we're basically going to go and get into a couple of new items and then go over some items that we spoke about last week. First, we're going to go over NHL playoff bracket, kind of like where they're at right now. If the season were to end as of yesterday, we're going to go and look at the NFL trades, cuts that recently happened on Monday through the rest of this week. We're going to give you an update on that. We're also going to look at an update. Wes is going to give us an update on the World Baseball Classic that's going on, they play tonight. This is Friday.
Yeah, start of the knockout round.
Which would be nice. And then we're going to get into something
a little different,
and I think it's affected all of us somehow in some way. We normally don't talk about it, but it's going to be mental health, men's mental health specifically. So, but we're going to go ahead and start off with our reoccurring segment, which is the Happy Hour Pour. We're celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, a little early.
So we got us some...
Chris is going out of town, so we had to start a little early. We got a little...
green beer.
A little Pacifico with some green in it.
Which, Pacifico, if y'all don't know, is a... delicious beer that usually will go to the cigar bar, bring a case of Pacifico.
BYOB bar.
Drink. Pacifico, what is it? The Victoria... there's a couple of different beers that we drink when we kind of get together, but
this one's easy. I mean, if you like any kind of imported beer, it goes up there with any of like the Dos Equis or the Modelos. It's just as good. Yeah. I discovered this beer vacationing in Mazatlan, Mexico, which is not a premier destination. It's kind of on the west coast of the mainland. And that's where it was, I think, founded is what the locals told us. But it was delicious, and I had to find it when we got back.
It's good.
And I've been and ever since then I've been drinking it for years, and it's really good.
It's definitely good cold, and this one's cold. I like the orange, the green.
They have a Pacifico Light, but I've never seen it here in the States. I only saw it in Mexico.
Same kind of can?
It's same can. It's just white with blue. I think it's got blue lettering, but.
Perfect.
Either way, I mean it's delicious, especially if you like that imported taste.
Oh yeah,
and we got the green to celebrate, St. Paddy's Day, which is next week. So it's all working out. I mean, I'm a beer guy, so it's gonna get playoff worthy for sure.
Oh, for sure. That's what I was about to say. I'm gonna go ahead and give it playoff worthy. It's always nice to have a nice cold beer. Especially after a long day. We worked today, so it's not the weekend. So
not fun.
To definitely get to enjoy a nice cold one after you've worked all morning and afternoon. So
for sure.
So we're gonna get it, like I said, into the NHL, and this was as of yesterday. I pulled up just kind of where would we be standing. We're gonna talk about the Western Conference because we're Dallas Stars.
Yeah, Stars guys are in there. So
we're gonna talk about that too, but. As of today, Eastern Conference bracket, playoffs were started. We're going to go ahead and break down where we're at. We have the Sabres versus the Red Wings. Then we have the Lightning versus the Canadiens. Then we have the Hurricanes versus the Bruins and the Penguins versus the Islanders. So that's if it was ending as of yesterday, and we started the playoffs. But
so they have 2 wild card teams coming in, and then there's 3 teams from the top of each division that make the playoffs. So the top team gets to play the wild card team from each division.
And the way they have it set up, they have this is going to be the Atlantic. So you have the Atlantic 1 team versus the wild card 1, Atlantic 2 versus the Atlantic 3. It's the mid. I can't remember what it is. It's like. The Eastern, it's like mid-Atlantic or whatever. It's going to be 1, and then the wild card 2.
Why they got to make it different, hard?
Yeah, just west, east, south. Come on, the easiest way to do it.
North, south, east, west. Not hard.
And then we have our Western Conference. If it were to end as of yesterday, and they consider the Central group of the Western Conference the hardest. It's the group of death. Funny because we were talking about the baseball classic, the group of death.
Right.
Western Conference has been tough.
I mean, it has been for years. It has been for years. I mean, the Stars have been in the finals a couple of times in the last couple of years. Yeah. The Knights, the Golden Knights of Vegas, have been there several times. I mean, they're tough every year, especially when they're healthy. I mean, Minnesota Wild has been in the playoffs. Yeah. You know, kind of not necessarily winning championships or anything, but they're always there, and it's kind of like they're kind of the upset team.
That's a good team to watch. The Western Conference, I watch a bunch of hockey games. And,
The Oilers, they got a championship. I mean,
Edmonton, Seattle. Like Seattle's exciting to watch. It seems like the Western Conference is super like fast. They're fast. They're going to the goal. They're shooting, high scoring,
big
you
guys.
Look at the Stars game last night. It was like 6-2 when I stopped watching. It's ridiculous, like how high scoring the games are, but it is very competitive. You have Colorado, you have Edmonton, you have Anaheim, Utah, Mammoth.
I know they got a name now. They got a name now. They're not the Utah Hockey Club. We saw them in Vegas 2 years ago, and I was like, "Who's the Hockey Club?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "Is this an expansion team?" And
they should have.
Sure enough, it was, but they're the Mammoths now.
I think the other option was the Utah Raptor.
I think that would have been cool too, because that's that dinosaur. It's actually named a Utah Raptor.
I think that would, and that's a huge raptor. If y'all want to look that up, it's actually bigger than the Velociraptor.
Well, the Velociraptor is depicted wrong, anyways. They're like chickens.
In the movies, they make it out to be this huge animal, but it's not.
It's more like a turkey.
Yeah, it's about the size of a turkey. But then if you look at the Utah Raptor, thing's massive, and I think that's what they used as reference for the Jurassic Park movies.
Right.
But the Western Conference bracket, if it were to end yesterday, would be Colorado versus Seattle, Stars versus Wild, Ducks versus Mammoth, Oilers versus Vegas. So that's
crazy. Oilers versus Vegas in the first round.
That's what I was about to say. That's beneficial to the Stars.
Yeah,
you knock your two best teams out.
Well, one of them at least.
One of the best teams out, either Edmonton or the Knights out. That would kind of give you a little better path than playing them at the end. But you also have Colorado. That's the thing,
man. And
Colorado is crazy good.
I feel like they're never not good. Like growing up in the late 90s when the Stars were just hitting their stride, is like we're playing Patrick Waugh in the Western Conference Finals every year. And it's like, how do we get away from these guys? And we're still dealing with these guys. They got McKinnon. Oh my gosh, that guy's, there was some crazy stuff going on during that game when they played earlier last week. But yeah, so it's crazy, like looking at these matchups, and it's going to change. I think Dallas will probably end up playing the Wild, and the Wild's got a great team. But even like Anaheim played last night, they played good. Utah, like Colorado, Seattle played last night. Like those teams, man, they're just offensive, fast, young guys. I mean, other than Carolina and Tampa, I mean, the West has probably the better stretch of teams.
Yeah.
I mean, the East has done so well for years with the Penguins being so good and the Capitals being so good. I mean, it's a different time. It's like the athletes have kind of shifted a little bit.
Yeah.
And, Connor McDavid is an absolute monster. And I hate if we ever have to play him again. But I also don't want to play the Knights because I feel like they pick on us. It seems like, and I feel like I'm a bad luck charm because every time I watch the Stars, I feel like we spend all the time on the defensive side of the ice instead of being offensive, which we're known to be offensive.
Yeah.
And so I'm like trying to check my notes. I'm like, we are an offensive team, right? And like, this is not looking like an offensive game. It looks like a very like a need for mercy game.
So we have a couple of teams that are kind of on the bubble, and we're going to talk about one particular player that I'm very impressed with for the through the Olympics and also through the season. But we have in the East, we have the Flyers and the Capitals.
Right.
And then it's only within 3 points. So it's not a huge, they can make those points up pretty easy. Then we have the West.
It's competitive for sure. I mean, any of these teams could fall off with an injury or a hot streak. I mean, that's the whole thing with any kind of sport is going into the playoffs hot.
Oh yeah. You have those hot players playing good hockey.
Hot, easy.
Daddy, chill.
Ooh.
Hot players.
Players.
Wow.
And in the West, we have this is the guy I want to talk about from the Sharks is Macklin Celebrini. That kid
Celebrini or Celebrini?
That kid is super good. Talented second year in the league. I think this year he didn't get any points yesterday. I know because I
bet on him.
bet on him. But he's at 90 points for the season, which I think is one of the top records. I think last year he had like 43 points for the season. This year he has 90. But if you go look at his highlight reel on YouTube, the kid is just crazy. Did a no-look shot into the top corner of the goalpost, and it went in. It was great. I like watching. I
saw
this
a
kid.
highlight. I don't even know which team it was. I was watching ESPN this morning before I clocked in, and it was a guy. He put a move on this defender, which was crazy enough, and he shot the puck and it missed. It deflected off the goaltender. Mid-air off the deflection, he smacked it again, and it went up to like the corner on the opposite side. That's not fair.
No.
I mean, I don't know how he was in the pretzel in the air and just somehow had the hand-eye coordination to hit that puck into the corner. It was crazy.
It is crazy.
These hockey games are so much fun. I haven't been to the only professional game I've been to was the Knights and football or Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call them football club. I'm thinking of soccer, but and that was a blast. We go to the American games all the time.
Allen Americans.
That's a lot of fun. I recommend that for anybody with kids or you just want to get out for a night and a cheap date. That's a really fun experience. Last time we were there, I think they had like 9 fights. It took like 4 hours. There was like 7 people in the penalty box when they came out.
It was great watching it. The guy's literally in the bench. He's pointing at the guy like, "I'm coming for you. Wait." And then they called his number. He came out. And they started fighting.
They immediately kicked him out.
Yeah, it was like crazy the amount of fights.
It was fun. I didn't mean to get off topic there, but
no.
Like, so these guys are ridiculously talented.
So on the bubble in the West, we have the Sharks, the Predators, and the Jets. But then we have the team that is pretty much a shoe-in for the playoffs, which would be Buffalo.
Yeah, they're leading their division.
Yeah, 99% chance. And it's crazy because even you look at the Stars record, I think now they have 14 losses. They're only a couple games behind the Avalanche, and it still says 90% chance.
Buffalo was big in the late 90s push for us, too.
The Sabres,
They had Dominic Hasek. These teams just continue to come back.
Oh, they're picking up those college talent, man. It's crazy.
I think hockey is becoming more oriented into the growth and the development, and I think that's why we see so many star players still. It seemed like before it was just all the foreign players, but
yeah, you see a lot of the foreign, French Canadian players coming out. Swiss,
the Finnish.
But now you see a lot more. They're big teams, the Minnesota, University of Minnesota teams, all of your Midwest teams.
It's becoming bigger. I mean, we even have teams in Dallas Metroplex that play hockey. I mean, it's only the rich schools, but that's the only ones that can keep ice from melting.
Yeah. And I think as of last night, the Stars wrapped up a 10-game winning streak beating Edmonton.
That's been nice in the betting world.
Yeah. Like, are they going to win another game? We don't know. But like I said, in the Western Central Division, the 2 teams are the Avalanche and the Stars, which I think they both will make the playoffs. But I think this year, hopefully, with the new coach, we'll be able to push past and get to the championship and actually win.
Yeah, we gotta pull this off. I mean, they've been. I mean, compared to the other sports in Texas, they have definitely been the most highest achieving and most consistent.
Oh, for sure.
They've had their opportunities in the title games, and hopefully one of these times they're going to get to pull it off. I root for them every year, and they've had some young players. We have some aging players too that have got us, kept us competitive for so long. I'd like to see them get a ring or whatever they give them. I know they all carry that giant cup around
with all the dents in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had some. We'll get into some hockey betting last night.
I ain't betting on no hockey.
And we had some pretty bad ones. Let me go.
I won $6 today on TPC Sawgrass, just so you know.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna keep that one. Take that one to the bank.
So I did 2 on McDavid. I had one for just half a point on a power play, which they were playing the Stars, so they didn't have a lot of those opportunities. So I didn't hit on that one, but I did also have him on a later one, which was 2.5 shots on goal. He got 1. surprisingly.
One shot?
Yeah, so I'm
That's good, right?
Yeah, well, for the Stars, but I didn't end up getting my 2.5. I just needed 3 shots on goal, didn't get it. Then we had the Celebrini been on a streak. I'm telling you, a goal a game, and it was like an anytime goal. I'm like, okay, he's gonna get 1 goal, not even the opportunity to get one. So that kind of hurt me on that, and I was a little upset.
Was the team a defensive strength? Like I do.
They played Boston, so Boston's pretty good. I think they are a defensive team. Race. But I think with him being the superstar of the team, you have those defensive players covering him a lot better and just clearing the puck a lot, just so that he doesn't get the opportunity to get close to the goal. So it kind of sucked, but it is what it is. I'm like, this is betting. It's not for sure. Like, you can look at statistics all day, and it's a day-to-day thing. So some players play good, some players are on it at a week's time, and then some weeks they're off. And you look at the trends. Sometimes it's like positive, negative, positive, negative.
Don't look at the trends. Negative. They're all wrong. They're all wrong.
Oh, it does too. Because
they treat me wrong all the time.
I'm like, he's going to be on an upward go this time, and you go, nah, it's 2 in a row.
He's averaging 55 points a game. Can't score 20.
Yeah. Or the one I was telling you, whenever the average minutes, so that you can bet on minutes played, time on the ice. And it's like, oh, statistically, he's like 22.85 averaging.
Right.
And it's like 19. It's like, come on now. Like, put him in the game. Y'all were losing. Y'all lost the game. Like, you
Vegas
think they
knows,
would play
bro.
more. So.
Vegas knows.
Oh, they know. They look how many people are betting and what the odds are, and they're like, time to put them up.
No, sir.
Well, you see that one player, Jeremy Lin. He did a podcast actually recently, and they said he was on fire. He had like 20-something points at half, so many rebounds, assists, and he goes, Coach told me when we came back out, he goes, I thought I was going to go back out and play, and he said, no, they called us and they told us you were done. And he goes, who called you?
Vegas called.
Yeah, he goes, who called you? Like, I didn't see that. There's no phone. Like, who told you not to put me back in? And he goes, it was me and another player. He goes, I don't want to tell you the other player's name. But I don't know if this was in his peak when he was with, he had that Lin Mania.
Well, he was good when he came out first with New York.
Yeah, the Knicks.
And then he had a stint with Kobe and the Lakers, and him and Kobe didn't get along, which is kind of crazy because if you think you're a very big competitor, nobody is compared to Kobe. I mean, I saw, what's his name? Chris Bosh. He's a Dallas native.
Oh, yeah. Lincoln High School.
He was talking about, I think it was for Team USA, and he was getting ready. He's like, man, I'm gonna be the one this year. I'm gonna be the first one at breakfast. I'm gonna be the first one, ready to go. He said he got up early, hour before breakfast. Got his stuff in gear, got it, showered, ready, stretched, everything ready to go. Went down to breakfast. Kobe's down there icing his knees. He'd done been up for 3 hours, already practiced. He had just lost the NBA Finals that year, and he's like, he doesn't stop. I was like, ultimate competitor.
He is. He's
ultimate competitor.
The Black Mamba, the Mamba mentality. Like the guy was, I don't know, and I don't know. Like I said, I've never met him. I've never met Kobe.
You haven't?
No.
Oh,
and that's the thing. So you hear stories. We grew up in the era too where you had Michael Jordan. We watched those Utah.
We didn't appreciate
Bulls.
It for what it was.
Because we were younger. We thought, everybody had a Jordan jersey. Everybody had Jordans. Everybody. It was a name, and we got to watch those championship runs when they, played Utah and all those games. The last 3 championships. The first ones were we were a little young, but everyone talked about that played against him. That's how kind of mentality he had. He was the same way. He was out there practicing. We seen the clips, the documentaries where he's out there shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting, just practicing over and over and over. And I don't know if as a kid Kobe just took that mentality, said, I want to be like Mike. Well, that was the slogan. Be like Mike, Nike, it's like.
He was the one.
Yeah, and he was the one to mirror, and he mirrored him, and he look at the grade of how
he was one of the few he's one of the few that got respect from Jordan too.
Yeah, Jordan's like, the dude just has it.
Yeah.
He does, and I'm like, Kobe did a lot. He did a lot for the NBA, and it's sad to how it ended, but like I said, it's just, he's a great player, man. It sucks that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I know I got you off of the let's get back to the Colorado and Dallas
Yes.
You go ahead and talk about Colorado. You know more about them than I do.
Oh, McKinnon. Yeah. So we'll talk about Colorado. Colorado's got some. All right, now for a quick betting break. If you're cashing tickets with us or you're suffering through another bad bet, make sure you're following the Happy Hour playbook. Send this to your betting crew, your fantasy group chat, or that friend that swears they got the lock. We talk spreads, parlays, heartbreaks, and heaters, all with the drink in hand. All right, lines checked. Let's get back to it. Check the guy or whatever, and they said he did it deliberately, and there was a whole issue with that. Big old fight and all that happened from there. But it's just interesting to see the comparison and between these two teams that have been competitive for so long and played each other at a high rate every time they meet each other. But you have players on Dallas. You have Jason Robertson, who's a great player. Don't bet on him. He's not one good to bet on. Same thing yesterday. I looked at potentially betting on him later on before the game started, and I ended up not doing it. And I should have. Like I said, they put up they scored so many points yesterday, but I ended up not doing it. But for the season so far, they're at the Stars have won. They're at dead heat. They've almost even the matches that they've have won, except I think yesterday was the deciding factor on who was actually going to.
That was next week.
Oh yeah, the 18th. It's a half and half.
Yeah.
As of yesterday, so the 18th they play each other again, and that will be the decider on who's won the matchups for the season. So far,
and Dallas, they're like you were talking about. They're going to score goals. They are the power play team of the West. They're number 2 in the NHL in efficiency, about 30%. Jason Robertson, obviously, he's no longer just a young player. He's the superstar. He's averaged well over 80 points every year, I believe, that he's been healthy. He's great. I don't like how they describe us as a defensive team, saying that we're a better defensive team than other teams, because unlike other sports, if you're on defense in hockey, that's never a good thing, because that just means
skating backwards.
Exactly. It means you're spending a lot of time on your side of the ice, and it just puts a lot of pressure on your goalie. And Ottinger's has been a great goalie, and it just seems like it's kind of been unfair for him in the playoffs the last few years. And ultimately, I think that led to the coaching decision, because there was not a coaching. He was pulled early in the game last year, I think. And it wasn't his fault. He was definitely left out to the woods.
So I did pull up that yesterday because I wanted to know, because I'm like, they had
I do like that we have a solid goalie and they are using a tandem. I feel like you can never get in a good rhythm if you're using a tandem. It's like dual running backs. It's probably cheaper, but I would rather have the star being my goalie.
So I was looking at the record, his particular record against the Avalanche. So this wasn't on here yesterday, which was yesterday's game, but he had 29 saves yesterday. Yesterday. He had 29 saves. The last time they had played each other was 10-11 of 25. That was the end of last year. He had 39 saves. So I was looking at those two just to get a comparison to see where
39 saves is a lot. That means there's a lot of pressure on him.
And then I think they had him at 27 saves, and I'm like, well, I don't want to put him at 27 saves because it could be a non-competitive night like it was. They 29, I would have got it, but I'm like, it's on and off. You're like, okay, Colorado shot 39, so you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a Red Goblin and do 29, and then you get it, and they start playing, and then you're like, oh, there's not a lot of saves, there's not a lot of shots on goal. And it's just looking up those statistics and trying to see where they're. And you can do it. StatMuse is what I use, and I look at even the NBA, like this particular player versus this team, and I always just look for the season, because I don't want to look for the past history, because you got different players.
Right,
different
rosters change, so it's hard to look at it.
So I just do it basically just on just who's on the team for that particular season. But like I said, he has a great record. I think he's 6-3-3 versus Colorado.
That's a pretty good record against a really good team.
A very good offensive team. You think that team's pressure, fast skating. I'm like, it did shock me. I thought it was going to be maybe like a 5-5, like more in the middle, but no, it's 6-3. So hopefully if they do see each other in the playoffs, Dallas is able to pull it off. I love watching those hockey games, man. They're really fun to watch and exciting. And I hope Dallas wins. Like I said, it's seeing them go that far and deep in the playoffs and seeing the want to win and then not being able to pull it off because it's a hard road. Like I said, the bracket, I mean, the Western Conference is considered, the group of death. It's crazy. Like, it's hard. You play every matchup with almost like a do or die, which it is.
You kind of beat yourself up before you get to face the other
before you even get to play the other team, the Eastern Conference. It's like you're just killing yourself, and then you get to the game, and it's like everybody else, Carolina and all those guys, and Florida, they're all healthy because they've swept the other team. It's like, Dallas is
waiting
in for
and
7
they're
games.
rested. And
well rested.
Every series that we play goes to 7, and it's a dogfight every night. I mean, that's how the West is. I mean, that's how it's been for years. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like this is new, and it's not an excuse, but I mean, it's hard after a long season. You just beat the hell out of each other, and then it's, I don't know. It's tough. It's kind of like the SEC. You play the SEC, you beat each other up, and then you go take another team for granted, and they score some points on you.
For sure. All right, we're going to move into our next segment, which are the updated NFL trades and releases. Yes.
I did it right.
So we talked about our first big release, which was Kyler Murray.
Yes.
He got picked up.
Yeah, Vikings.
Crazy.
I don't understand it.
You said it. You called it. You called it. You said Miami.
It's a good spot. I mean, it's a good spot because you got great receiver talent. I mean, I don't know how good your offensive line is. It didn't look good for what's his name, the rookie JJ McCarthy. So I don't know what they're looking for, because then what message are you sending to JJ McCarthy? You're bringing in a veteran you're going to want to play now. Otherwise, what's the point of signing them?
Oh, he said that. He said, "I'm not going to be a backup."
Right, and that's what we talked about. We talked about too. He's going to be a starter. I think he would rather sit out and go play baseball than not be a starter.
Oh yeah.
I also don't think he can make it in baseball now. He's been out too long. But he's
at that competitive level, the pro level.
Well, the problem is when you're that good at baseball, he could probably pick it back up. But age makes a big factor.
Oh yeah.
And he's been in the NFL for a while, so I knew he was going to want to be a starter. I just don't understand, unless they're done with JJ already, if they're just moving on. I mean, and they just want to win a Super Bowl right now, and this is what they think is the best shot that they can do. I can understand it then. I wish the Cowboys would make some Super Bowl moves. We don't, but I think it's a good spot for him. I mean, you're playing in a dome, so your home games are going to be good. Let's see. He plays in Chicago and in Green Bay out in the weather.
Man, North.
Those are going to be tough games, but Detroit's in a dome too. Detroit's down.
Yep.
I think that division, I think this makes the Vikings a better team.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't, if you're looking at the big picture, I don't know what the purpose of this message is to JJ McCarthy.
Well, I was watching this podcast. They were talking about
you don't watch any other podcasts but ours.
Yeah, I do watch it. They were talking about the coach developing quarterbacks. He developed he brought Kirk Cousins in,
right, and
Kirk Cousins did well. Then he brought in
before age, I mean,
yeah, for sure. And then Sam Darnold did well. Got him good enough. Like I said, got him good enough to get picked up by Seattle.
Good situation. I mean, obviously, the Vikings had a good enough situation for Sam Darnold to be I think they had a first round. Did they have first round bye, or they're at least a home game in the first round of playoffs? I mean, and Sam Darnold's very overrated in my opinion. But when you play with great teams, and you can throw to Jay Jettas and Jordan Addison, and I mean, they had decent running back talent there as well. I mean, obviously they have a good team. They've always had a pretty decent defense.
Oh yeah.
I think their defense is aging a little bit, but I don't know. It makes them a better team this year. What's the plan going forward?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a 1-year deal. Or what are we just hoping that?
Well, I mean, he's gonna play hard because 1-year deal.
Yeah,
he's got to prove it. So I mean, if they're smart and they start off super successful, they sign him long term. And JJ McCarthy's a trade piece. That's the smart thing to do. If they struggle, they bench him and put JJ McCarthy in there.
Yeah,
because I mean, what other is the point? Maybe he's a trade bait. Then he could be trade bait, but nobody's. I mean, anybody that's being successful is not trading for a quarterback midseason.
No,
That's people looking forward to the future. Successful teams already have their quarterback in place. So I unless they're just done with JJ McCarthy, I think this move says that they are.
Yeah, I think they just realized we probably made a bad decision.
Well, I don't, and it's sad because what time has he really had? He tore his ACL like the first week of training camp 2 years ago.
First year, yeah.
And then he's been hurt this year. Obviously, he didn't have great success, but I mean, he's got to develop. This is the whole storyline in the NFL is how poorly teams
they don't want to wait.
Develop quarterbacks.
It's now. I mean,
Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's a Super Bowl winning quarterback now. Now, he didn't do anything in the Super Bowl, but I mean, like all these players, I mean, Bryce Young, we're seeing it. He's gotten more time, and he's looked a lot better.
This year, he definite 180 from where he was last year.
I still think he's too small and he's overrated, but I mean, that's what happens when you come from
all the Alabama team.
That's what happens when you come from Alabama.
Yeah. Another guy that went back home, Geno Smith.
Prodigal child return.
Back to the homeland.
Yeah, that tells me the Jets.
MetLife.
Once again, I don't understand the Jets tagging Breece Hall if your QB hope is Geno Smith.
Why? Like, you went through the quarterback market.
He's coming to a worse situation than he left.
I know. You're like, okay, let me look and see who's available. Oh, Geno, I see. It's almost like looking for your friend's name on the basketball roster to see if he made it. Or, you're just
it's like
it's
like when you're little, you go to look for your name on the class of your homeroom at the school. You know, we didn't have internet back then, so you had to go back and actually look at the papers. You're like, oh, hell yeah, he's in my class.
They're like,
they got him for nothing. I mean, Raiders are paying him to play there, but
that's exactly what they did for Geno. They looked down the list and they're like, oh, I know him.
Who can get us to Arch Manning is what it said.
That's
exactly what it was.
Exactly. But it's crazy. You know, he said, you know, when he left and went, you know, to Seattle, he didn't want to be. He said it. I didn't want to be there. It wasn't a good place to be, and he probably still doesn't want to be there. You know, I don't think he's done an interview or talked about being picked up by them.
He hasn't done an interview since he was demoted at the Raiders.
Yeah. Oh man,
I don't know. It's a strange move, but it tells me they're tanking. But it also doesn't. I still can't understand why you would tag your running back if that's the case. Because the running back, it's not like that running back was demanding high money.
I don't think he asked for any.
He wasn't
demanding
I don't think
I've heard anybody say that he asked for any money.
No, he wasn't. I mean, he's been hurt and he's been subpar except for his rookie year.
Maybe they were thinking somebody was going to try to take him, so they're like, "Well, let's just franchise him." Franchise.
Their backup running back's good.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. The Jets are a dumpster fire, but a couple of the other ones. Just moving on before I get heated. Surprising for me was Michael Pittman to the Steelers.
Yes.
The Colts are trading away all their talent.
Dude.
Now, they signed Alec Pierce to a huge deal.
He's the number one now, baby.
Huge deal, which I don't understand that.
I thought Pittman did good. I think he's a great player.
He's been a legitimate player. He's played with subpar quarterbacks.
Who's the tight end that they picked up last?
So they got Warren.
Yeah. He was
Tyler Warren from Penn State. Yeah, he's a good piece. But they traded away Adonai Mitchell last year, who was a second-round talent. I think he went to the Jets.
Yeah, of all places, the Jets.
But I mean, you lose two pretty decent wide receivers that are proven, and you had Alec Pierce, who had a great end of the year this year, and you signed him to a historic deal. They did sign their quarterback. They moved away from the transition tag and gave him $40+ a year for 2 years.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a terrible move. That's the market for quarterbacks. He was good when he was healthy with them. I'm okay with that move if I'm a Colts fan.
He ended up getting
44 a year or 41 a year.
2 years, $88 million.
44. Yeah.
I
didn't think that was a bad move. I wish Minkah Fitzpatrick went to the Jets for cheap. He went for like a 7th-round pick. Swap.
Yep.
It
was almost like a swap. Yeah.
It was Atlanta signing Tua. I don't get that either.
Oh my God.
Now I do think.
Did you see the picture with the helmet?
I showed you the picture with the helmet. I showed you the picture of that. It was like fucking this big with like all kinds of pads all over it.
He definitely needs that.
Which is sad, but he needs it. He needs the Q collar. He needs all kinds of
everything.
Stuff. But I mean, they signed him to a cheap 1-year deal. But I think Penix tore his ACL last year, so I think he might miss some time. So I'm okay. I would be okay with that if that's your backup because they don't want to pay Kirk Cousins anymore. I think they let him go.
Yeah, they cut him.
So I mean, that makes a little bit of sense because they got him for nothing.
What about your Cowboys?
Man,
they made some moves defensively.
They've made a lot of moves. I just don't know. what any of these people are doing.
So did they change the scheme? Their defensive scheme?
Well, so we brought in a new defensive coordinator, so they're going to be changing some things.
3-4-4-3. Okay,
I haven't heard it say out loud, but I know
I think
the
I saw something.
The guy they signed was familiar with Rashan Gary, who we traded for with Green Bay. We gave him a 4th-round pick for next year. Rashan Gary was a 1st-round pick, I believe, to Green Bay years ago. He came out of Michigan, I believe. Stats are subpar. I mean, I don't know what we're getting. I don't know what we see, but this guy worked with him. He knows him, so maybe he fits his idea of what we need. Obviously, we missed out on the whole fiasco with Baltimore and Oakland on the Max Crosby deal. But
now he says he wants to stay.
Well, I mean, they've said that he's going to stay, which, whatever. I mean, they just signed him to a huge contract like a year or two ago, so that they should want to keep him. I think they've had a great offseason. They've made some moves that I wanted the Cowboys to make. They're
trying to be competiters.
I mean, no, we talked about this.
We'll get a shout out to our Raiders fan, OG Oscar. He loves the Raiders.
He's weird too. But what's his name? What they put him in? What that lady girl call him?
Which one?
Liz, the agency person that came in.
Oh shit! Fuck, I forgot.
She wrote his name.
Yeah,
she just wrote some
completely
Hispanic name down.
Yeah, she definitely was profiling. She was like, "Hold on, put some random ass Hispanic name on there."
Who the hell is this on my chart? And I was
I remember. I was like, "Wait, you were way off."
I was like, "That's not even close."
Not even close.
I was like, I could understand if you couldn't spell his last name, but I mean, what the hell did she call it? Anyways, I appreciate we talked about it. They had the cap space. You have a franchise quarterback that you're going after with the 1st overall pick. You're going to have him at the cheapest contract you'll ever have going forward. Now's the time to spend the money, and they have. They got Nakobe Dean from the Eagles, which was a target for the Cowboys that I wanted them to pick up. Signed him to a decent deal, 3 years, I believe. They signed. Who else did they get? They signed a couple other people.
I know they got some. Jerry's. I don't like him. But he
we didn't get into Jerry. We ain't got time for that today. But Mike Evans to the 49ers.
Man,
$20 million a year for 3 years.
He said, you know who he said he was trying to get away from?
I don't know.
Who? Head coach. He goes, we haven't done anything.
I don't even know who the heck. Oh, Bruce Arians?
No, it's Todd Bowles. He's like, I'm trying to get away from him. And we haven't done anything. I'm just trying to get away from that situation.
I mean, Mike Evans has had a Hall of Fame career. I mean,
last year's the only year he didn't get 1,000 yards.
Well, yeah, he was hurt half the year, and that's the problem.
Chronic hamstring.
Exactly. I don't understand how you can pay $20 million a year for somebody who's going to miss half the time. Now, when he's on the field, he is effective.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I had him in fantasy.
He made Johnny Manziel what he was in college, and Johnny Manziel was good, but Mike Evans made up for a lot of the stuff that we saw when Johnny Manziel
was run in and
transition to the pros that you couldn't do. You couldn't just throw the ball up.
So I'm going to get onto this because I saw this skit and I thought it was really funny about the whole, and I'll ask your opinion on it too because I think they should do something about it. The whole Raiders thing, dropping Max Crosby at the end. So they had a skit with Tom Brady.
Raiders, those are Ravens.
The Ravens, I'm sorry, but they had Tom Brady. You know, they had him talking. He goes, "This is what we're going to do. We're going to put Max out and we're going to have someone pick him up." And they go, who's going to pick him up? They're like, the Ravens can't re-sign their center.
That's who they also picked up, Linderbaum.
Yes,
that's
so they
signing.
said they're not going to sign him. Let's trade for Max Crosby. We'll sign him, and we know he's not going to pass. This is all, they're acting like Tom Brady. We know he's not going to pass his physical. Then we're going to get him back.
And we signed the center.
And he goes, and we signed the center for a max contract. It's like, it was just rounded up $28 million a year, which is crazy.
It was the highest for a center, I believe.
But it was so funny watching it because this guy's like,
that's hilarious.
He's like in Tom.
You can't be hating on my boy Tom.
Yeah,
you can't be hating on him.
But Tom is smart. And I don't want to say that that's a conspiracy, but it could have been the plan altogether.
I don't think so. Linderbaum was leaving there.
He was going to leave because they weren't going to re-sign him.
And to me, when they immediately signed Trey Hendrickson,
oh my God! And they were in this building at the same time.
I feel like that was tampering of some sort.
So there should there be, so the players get repercussions with stuff like that. Like if you back out or so, I don't want to do it. Like there was one guy that got re-signed, and then I think he said he was going to retire so that he could do some type of marketing. I read some article on it yesterday. I thought it was weird, but I'm like, there should be something. So, okay, we won't give you both your picks back, but we get to keep one because it kind of messes with your whole thing. You signed all these people.
The problem is there was no signature on a piece of paper.
But you made all these moves. It's day one, Monday, you start making all these moves. And then by Wednesday, which was the cutoff before 4, they're like, oh, he didn't pass it. We're going to let him go. But the Raiders are like, shit, we've been making moves. We've been signing all these people. Now we're going to basically have to take this player back.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So like a consequence to the cap because they thought
pay something, pay a penalty or something, you know?
Right. So you're saying basically the Raiders are not going to be at fault if they're over the cap because they have a player that they thought where they were removing for cap help is now back. I kind of agree. I think
that's a good way to put it, though. It shouldn't count against your cap.
Right. I mean, it should be. Baltimore, there should be some kind of deal like you can't announce this kind of stuff. It's almost like defamation.
Yeah, you shouldn't have announced it until it was finalized. You went through the whole
like all this stuff
everything.
That's announced 2 days before the actual signing day should not happen. You can have all the rumors and all that kind of stuff, but there shouldn't be any announcing that Baltimore traded 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby. The deal is done. Because, I mean, I know my Cowboys were wrote off from the beginning, but then now they're looking in different areas and making different moves, and now Max Crosby is available again. And we're going to be completely out of the running because we have Jerry. But either way, I do agree with you. There should be some kind of regulation. Maybe not penalties, maybe not the team's penalized, maybe the GM is. Maybe the GM's fined or something like that. But when they go and say he failed a medical, well, he had knee surgery. That wasn't like that's
meniscus.
Well, I mean, the problem is that's not new news. We knew he was hurt. So you knew he was going to be hurt going into these negotiations. I don't understand why you would announce anything without doing the medical first. Do the medical first, then announce it.
And I don't know if we had that conversation about him and Hendrickson being the same person. They're the same player. I have the stats.
Yeah, they're very relevant to each other.
So I think it's through. This is since 2019. So it was 79. Hendrickson had 79 sacks, 154 QB hits, which equivalates to a 12.3 quarter pressure rate. Crosby was 69.5, 164 QB hits, and his pressure rate was 10.4. And it,
on a worse team.
On a worse team, but Hendrickson had that.
That year
he led the league in sacks. So. I'm like, they're pretty much the same person. I think they play opposite sides.
I think for their position, they can flop either way.
Yeah. But I think I don't know. Is he going to be better? I think I watched Crosby play. I like the way he plays.
I think they overpaid for Hendrickson. I think
$112 million. Yes.
I mean, I think they overpaid for Hendrickson. I think he's a good player. I would have been upset if the Cowboys would have paid that much for him.
What is that? 4 years,
$27 million a year.
Yeah.
I think. Is that 80, 28? A little bit more, probably 28, 29 a year. I mean, you're getting a good player, and if you want a good player, you're going to have to pay him. In today's day and age, you overpay for talent that's not worth that amount. That's the whole thing we see with the QB market. Yeah. I mean, we're paying Dak Prescott top tier. I mean, he's the highest paid quarterback in the league, and we haven't made the championship round in our division.
Yeah. What do you think about
NFC?
The addition of the new running back to the Lions from Kansas City.
Pacheco, I think he sees minimal time. He's exactly the same person. If he's a worse running back than Jahmyr Gibbs, obviously, but
what about Montgomery, who he's replacing?
I mean, he's not replacing him. You can't replace power with no power.
I think Houston got a good deal.
I think Houston got a great deal for a 5th round pick and an offensive lineman I've never heard of.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a pretty good. I think
he's going to be the Arian Foster this year. He should probably go in the 1st or 2nd round of fantasy football drafts this year.
Yeah,
honestly, but I mean, I don't think Pacheco sees the field much this year because, for one, Detroit had a down year. They're going to have to lean on Jahmyr Gibbs to make up for what happened this year. And Gibbs had a great year. Oh, he didn't. He wasn't the problem. I think Goff had a little bit of a down year. I think the offensive line had a down year. I mean, I'm not sure if Penei Sewell got hurt or not, but I know they had struggles offensively. But But I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs had an outstanding year, and anytime he touches the ball, you're like, it could be a touchdown.
You don't know.
It could be not. It could be a house call. You know, I mean, he's electric. I mean, he's the one you tag. He's not the one. You don't tag Brees Hall. You tag Jahmyr Gibbs.
What do you think about the Etienne Jr.?
I don't like the move for the team because I don't understand what you're doing as the Saints.
What about that breakup with
Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence. You know, it's sad. You know, they played in college together, and then they play in the league together.
I'm not reading into any of that. I don't give a shit. They want them. Each one of them wants to get paid. And Trevor,
he got paid.
I know. And Trevor wants
4 years, $52 million. Trevor got paid.
Well, I mean, Trevor wants ETN get paid. They are close friends, and I mean, of course, they would want to play with each other. But if I'm with my homie and I'm like, dude, you can get $50 million, go get $50 million. We only live one time. I mean, I'm gonna give you shit when we play each other, but come on. I mean,
the Saints they paid 2 running backs.
But I don't understand what the Saints are doing. They're negative over the cap.
Negative in
They're
cap.
in the red,
Yep.
and they don't have a quarterback. How this doesn't make any sense. And you're signing running backs to $50 million contracts. I think he's going to be good there. He fits what they want. He's a younger Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
He's not as good as Alvin Kamara was in his prime, but he's the same back. He's a receiving speed back. And I think he's a good fit there if you ever find somebody to throw him the ball.
Yeah, true.
I mean, that's
he's going to be, he's basically going to be running the ball, hoping somebody throws it to him eventually.
Exactly. So, I mean, but you don't have any offensive linemen.
No.
You don't have a quarterback. You're in the red in the salary cap. How the hell does that happen?
Bring Derek Carr back.
Well, I mean, Derek Carr is probably a part of that because he retired.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Derek Carr is a above average starter in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's better than what you got. I don't know. I think I like that move for ETN because I like him. Like you said, we've watched him, over the last 10 years playing in college for Clemson. They were so relevant those many years.
He kind of reminds me, it gives me a little Achane vibe. Kind of 50-50 with split with the throwing and with the catching and the running.
Yeah, style play, yes.
Yeah, style
I don't think he'll be as successful as Achane has been.
Yeah.
I think Achane's benefited a lot from Tua being a check down king.
Yes.
But Achane he's a receiving speed back. I mean, that's exactly what he is. And I mean, I don't think ETN will ever get to that level that Achane's been at. But I mean, go get your money, dude. I can't fault anybody for getting their money. I always tell people in life, you have one foot out the door, one foot in the door. You never know what's coming. I don't care. And nobody being loyal to any employee.
This ain't the 1950s anymore.
No, and nobody being loyal to any employee. I learned very early on that you got more money when you weren't loyal. You would leave a place of business, go somewhere else, and then come back and they give you this huge raise, and we all start at the same time. And it's like, you're not even as good at me as this job.
You don't. Yeah, you're not as good, but they're going to pay you more.
Right, because they get desperate and they make these knee-jerk reactions, and then that person leaves again, and then you're like, I'm still here and still not getting any love. It's like, why do I feel loyal to anything?
That's why we need them retention bonuses.
Man, you ain't lying. But, I mean, and we've talked about this a lot because it's, we work for convenience. We work close to home. We work, mostly daytime hours.
Oh, yeah.
No weekends, really. No holidays. I mean, those are convenience for us.
Yeah.
Those aren't benefits for us. Those are convenience for us.
It's convenient.
The company wants to make it seem like it's a benefit, but it's convenience for us. And everybody's going to that. So, I mean, it's not like it's not more available than it used to be.
So 2 other big moves was one is Bradley Chubb. He went to the Bills for 3 years, $46.5 million.
That's a good move.
Yeah. And then we had Romeo Dobbs went to the Patriots, 4 years, $70 million. He didn't do shit. I had him in fantasy.
Oh, you seen his big ass head when he was running around? He's got one of those helmet things on.
Yes.
You could see him everywhere.
He disappointed me. I picked him up and I thought we were going to do something. He didn't do shit.
He's okay. I mean,
he is okay. I mean, 1-2 catches a game. That's what he was good for. The Patriots need somebody.
They got him for less than $20 a year. That's probably a good move for a veteran receiver, but he's not better than Stephon Diggs.
All right, let's get into the World Baseball Classic.
My shit, let's go.
Mr. West is going to give us an update on that.
All right, so we're in a knockout round now. Team USA kind of disappointed in pool play.
Teeth, they barely made it.
Man, and they shouldn't have. That shouldn't even have been the case. Our three main starters started the game. and we dominated the first 3 games. We played Italy in our last game. Italy came in undefeated as well, and they
won that bracket.
They got a nice young team. I was looking at their roster earlier because I was like, man, where did Italy come from? I mean, so they have a nice young team, and they came out hot. Our coach thought we had already qualified for the knockout round before that game.
We're in.
Sat most of our starters and put a no-name starter on the mound that I had never heard of. I had to look him up. And we got throttled for about 6 innings. And ultimately we made a slight comeback. We lost 8-6.
Yep.
And that put our future in the hands of Mexico, because Mexico had to play Italy the next night. And Italy ended up beating them pretty good. Pascantino, I know I mispronounced that, but he's their captain. He hit 3 bombs. I mean, they solidified their role. They're going to have a good time in their next round for sure.
And we play Canada, right? Today?
Yeah, so tonight...
they won their bracket.
Right. So tonight, Korea, who snuck in with a 3-way tie breaker, because they went 2-2 in their bracket, they're playing the Dominican Republic, which...
Oh, nice.
It should be a slaughter.
Yeah.
It should be a slaughter. I don't know who DR has for pitching tonight, but their offense is just crazy good. We play Canada tonight, 7 o'clock here, Texas time. Logan Webb was our first game starter. He should be starting tonight. He's a way above average starter in the MLB, so he's a good player. We should be relatively competitive with our lineup. It shouldn't be a close game, to be honest, but baseball is supposed to be close.
But this will move. So we're playing in Houston, and if they advance to the next round, they're going to move to Miami and play.
Yeah.
Is that also where the championship?
I believe
played?
so.
Okay.
That's where it was a couple of years ago. I think that's where they keep it.
I can just hear that Will Smith. Party in the city where the heat is on.
Everybody who listens to our podcast knows that song. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. We don't have any young people listening.
I know. People are like, Will Smith, who's that? Is that the guy that slapped the person?
Yes.
Yeah, he was actually a rapper. He sang.
Yeah. MIB, he had the Wild Wild West.
There was a show called Prince of Bel-Air. He actually was the star on that one.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Look that one up. That's a good one. That's a good one. So, it's a good matchup for us tonight. We should be able to advance to the next round. Right now, it's lose, you go home.
That sucks.
It's hard, but that makes us good. We want to be the final 2 so we qualify automatically for the Olympics. We were the final 2 last year.
It's going to be great. I love the Olympics.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Italy faces Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's always kind of under the
radar.
Yeah, they just kind of come in and play great ball, win games, and hopefully Italy gets what's coming to them. But then Japan's playing Venezuela. That's going to be a great game tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
That's late.
I'm not sure who's starting, but Japan's got the best lineup in this game.
Yeah, and the semis start on the 15th, which is on Sunday, in Miami. So hopefully USA wins. Well, we didn't get he didn't get his hat in yet. So
no, my hat's not in yet. So, but it's coming.
Wear it.
It's coming. It's coming. I'll wear it soon. It's coming. The shipping's crazy.
Y'all watch tonight if y'all want. The next episode, we're going to go ahead and give an update on that. See how the
Yeah, we'll update with the next episode. Another thing before we get into our last topic, March Madness starts. It's already started.
Yeah.
My Dukies barely escaped the first round of the ACC tournament last night. Florida State took them for all they got, and they had a shot to win the game at the end and missed it. And no, they lost. They're done. They're done for the season. They're not making the tournament.
That was my school I wanted to go to.
But I mean, Duke came in. I'm pretty sure they took them for granted, and Florida State was playing for their life. And Duke's automatically in the tournament no matter what. They're the number 1 overall right now.
Yeah, but you want to win your conference, so.
Oh, for sure. But you know they came in overlooking them, and
they're like, we're just gonna looking past them.
All right, so we haven't had Selection Sunday yet. Normally we do our podcast on Sunday. We would have had it completed. We would have had a whole bracket ready to go.
Would have been great.
We don't. Who's your winner? Before it starts, I picked Duke. I'm going to put that out there before you say something.
Well, I had originally picked Duke a couple times back, though. I don't know. It's tough. Because looking at...
I don't think your sleeper that you talked about a couple episodes ago is a bad pick. I think Florida comes in hot.
Yeah, Florida.
Defending champions.
But, yes, you're right. The sleeper definitely was snuck in and surprised me, too. Because we were talking about it today, actually. You were talking about high Highview, is that what it?
High Point.
High Point, yes.
Oh, they got a kid that can just score. It's ridiculous.
So I don't know. I want to see the brackets. I want to fill it out.
Right. It's much better when you're actually going through it and picking it. But
yeah, because if you see the matchups.
I'm a homer. I'm going Duke. That's my team. It's been my team forever.
I like to see the matchups and see the players that are on there, and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and start filling out my bracket. And I'm like, okay, at the end, this is the two teams that I have, and this is the one.
Right, because we don't know who they're matched up against right now at all. We don't know which.
But I think Duke is probably the top at winning.
When I look at a bracket, I look at the top 4 teams in that bracket. And I'm like, how likely is this team to move past these 4 teams?
Yeah,
and we don't have that yet, but I'm still going Duke. I think they have the best team in the country. I think
you're right.
I think they get a kid last night scored 30 points that wasn't Cameron Boozer. So I mean, you have multiple options. Their defense was definitely suspect, and I think they came in overlooking Florida State, and Florida State reminded them that they're a Division I team.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter what their record is.
Yeah, we're not just gonna go down.
No, for sure. I think Michigan is a good choice. I think they're gonna have they're gonna be a number 1 overall seed in one of the corners of the bracket. They're gonna be really good, but I think Florida looks good, man. We talked about them being a sleeper. They're still number 5 or number 6 in the country right now. So they're not a bad team. And you have history of winning. That makes a big difference in the tournament. That's why UConn's always so good.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Here we go.
All right. Yeah, let's get this over.
The unspoken.
So I kind of brought this up to Chris because I feel like, for one, I heard a saying the other day, and it just really kind of resonated with me because I myself has gone through this, and I know several people that mean a lot to me have gone through this, and it's male depression. I mean,
it's big.
The saying was, a man only gets flowers brought to him at his funeral. And I mean, that's totally true.
It is.
It's totally true. And, anybody can say, and I know there's women that listen to our podcast and stuff like that, and it's nothing against them. Women have their own problems and their own stresses and their own pressures. They put pressure on themselves.
But I think society puts it on men that we're not supposed to show emotions. We're not supposed to.
Correct. We're not, in an age where we need to be strong and we need to protect and support, we're not allowed that space to, express our emotions. And we're all human beings. We all have emotions. I don't care who you are. You have emotions. Depression's real. Depression is definitely something that you shouldn't be ashamed of.
No.
I mean, I know we talk all the time because we work together all the time, but I know several of my friends that have gone through some times in their life, and the least I can do as a friend, or even just a person in general that knows them, is reach out and say, man, whatever you need, just if you just need me to listen, I'll be there to listen. I can listen like crazy. I listen to you talk all the damn time.
Oh yeah, and I think that's one thing too. It's like we all have lives. We all have things where we got going on.
Outside stresses.
I think as a man, we sometimes feel we don't have someone to talk to
for sure
about it, and
we don't want to be judged. We're worried about the judgment.
No one wants to be judged. So sometimes we'll go to work and I'll see Wes, and I can tell. I see him every day, so I see he's not in a good mood or something's bothering him. And you just throw that. It's almost like that Geico commercial with the dude with the fishing pole with the dollar.
Yeah.
I just throw a word out there and see if he grabs it. And if he wants to talk about it, he'll talk about it.
Right.
And I just want to be available to be able to, if he needs an ear to talk about something, I want to be available to listen, because it's one of those things. It's like, all we want to do is have someone hear us. And, the thing is, there was a thing I read. It said, depression for men is not sadness. It's anger.
It turns into anger.
It turns into anger. It turns into just not wanting to be around people. Irritability. And it's crazy. It's like the statistics are 6 million men in the United States suffer from depression every year.
I guarantee you half of that's untreated.
Don't even know it. They think that's just how the people are like, their families, he's just in a bad mood all the time. Men are 3 to 4 times more likely to die by suicide than women.
Yeah.
That is crazy number. Yeah. 3 to 4 times.
That's terrible. That's a terrible number.
Horrible.
I don't want anybody to commit suicide.
No.
I don't have, I don't know of any enemies, but I don't wish death on anybody.
No.
I don't wish I don't wish injury on anybody except for the 18-wheelers that block my on the highway. But I mean, it's real. I mean, and I think we've developed a good code at work because we have a couple guys that work that, you know, we're really close. We hang out. We know each other's families.
So we
know about each other's kids. You know, we have a brotherhood type deal, and you know we can vent. We know we can talk to each other about our issues. We know we can help each other with our issues.
Oh yeah,
we
for
can
sure.
like, you know, guidance and stuff. I know
because we've been through it. We can say, "Oh, dude, that happened to me," or "Oh, yes, I had the same conversation. This is how it went." Yeah. It's just more of like comparing everything, so you get more of a view of it. Like, well, when you addressed it, how did it go?
Right.
Like, how'd that conversation
for sure
go?
lived experience. I mean, I definitely. I mean, after my divorce happened, hell, it's been 15, almost 20 years ago. It seems like. You know, I got in a deep depression. I didn't even want to tell my family that I was having this issue come up because I was ashamed.
Same here.
I was ashamed. I was depressed. I didn't want to admit to failure. I'd never failed anything in my life. I was ashamed to admit that stuff. And it took somebody talking to me to bring me out of that and just show me like, hey, life isn't over. Like you have, you know, 2 beautiful kids that are healthy. Let's live for them. You got a good career. Live through that. You know, there's a lot worse things that could be going on in your life other than a divorce. Yeah. And I know there's been a lot of people that's gone through that, and it hurts. It sucks. But you know, it's one of those things where we definitely, I think what the message we want to convene today is reach out, talk to somebody. Do not think that you're alone. Don't think that you're unworthy. Don't think that your
friends care.
Yeah, your friends care a lot.
We have a close group of 5 of us, and we have a group thread we call DBE. And
don't ask what that means.
Don't ask what it means. But we text each other all the time, but we see each other too, and it's like we hang out. We go to comedy shows. It's kind of the group that goes to the comedy shows. Yep. We do things together. It's one of those things. Like, it's not a negative thing to speak of how you feel. Like. And I think some people just feel like that. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to tell somebody my sob story."
They feel like they're getting judged or something like that.
It's not about
ultimately, people care.
Yeah,
and
especially your friends. They want you
care,
here.
They care about you.
Yeah, they want you here.
They care about your well-being. They care about you. You know, being productive in life. It's like, you know, you starting back to school. Try to encourage you, even though I talk shit to you about your school. You know, like I encourage you to do it. I'm happy that you're doing it.
Yeah, you want to see your friends be successful.
Yes,
and do things, prosper, be better. And you want to share that with them too. You want to share every victory and even the losses. You want to, you know, try to come back and be better. But there is one thing I found that I thought was really good, and it's like, who's in your starting 5?
Yeah.
Who are your 5 friends, close friends that you have that you feel like that you can reach out to and talk to if something was going on with you, or would they reach out to you and talk to you if you weren't the norm? I know when he's not doing good, or my buddy Brian, Sky, Oscar, any of those guys, if they're not doing in a good mood or they're not feeling it, like I can tell.
I figured out the name. It's Carlos.
That's what she
fucking called him. Sorry, it just popped in my head. But anyways,
it's a random name.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, but it's like, you know, if those guys aren't feeling it, you can tell something happened, and I'm just like, hey, you good? Simple. It's the small things. It's not this big drawn out conversation like, hey, you good? And it's like either yes or no. And it's usually a yes, but then it's like a pause, and it's like, well, this happened. And you're just the ear. That's all you have to do. You just listen. Listen to what they have to say. If it pertains to something where you can be like, okay, I feel that too. I've been through that. You know, me, I did it for 4 years. I went through depression 4 years, and I had to. It's self-love. You have to tell yourself, like, you have to care about yourself.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what everybody else is caring about you. You have to care about yourself, because you can have 1,000 people in front of you saying they love you, they care for you, but you don't believe it until you start believing that you're the one that's caring for yourself.
And I like what you said. I mean, I'm overly blessed with the amount of people that I can reach out to for sure for help. I mean, I have people I've known since I was 6 years old that I can reach out to. I know people that live in other states that I can call at a whim, and I know that things will be in motion if I needed real help. There's people close to you. There's people everywhere. It can be a text message. It can just be, hey man, how was today? It can be an everyday thing. Just open up. Don't hesitate to send that message, because for one, it's going to be received.
Oh yeah,
If you are attempting to send a message like that to somebody, for one, you have some kind of parallel trust in that person.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be received. They will figure out something to respond back to you that helps you, even if it's just, hey man, I can listen to whatever you got going. What's going on?
Yeah, and like I said, you're not the only one.
And I think this is just and it's just a stigma amongst men that we have to be tough, and we can't cry, and we can't help each other. We can't like admit to faults. We can't admit to weakness. It's not a weakness. It's normal emotion, and most of the time it's a chemical imbalance in your system that you can't help to begin with.
Being able to talk,
people don't know that.
Yeah, being able to talk and express yourself and say how you feel, and not to feel judged. I think a lot of people don't want to say anything because they feel like they're getting judged. But I'm like, feel comfortable
particularly
enough to speak up.
in this climate, for sure.
Yeah,
but
speak up and say how you feel. Like that's one reason too we've done this podcast, because no one's gonna censor me and tell me what I can and can't say.
I mean, I try to.
We're gonna say what we feel, and that's all we wanted to do. We want people to know that this is how we feel. This is what we want to express. This is what we want to talk about. Real stuff, stuff we go through all the time. Like this conversation and this topic, a lot of people don't want to talk about. They don't want to get that. Oh, well, I don't know why they're talking about this.
Well, it's emotion. It's emotion. It's not an exciting topic. It's not, millions of dollars being signed over to some player or something. It's not.
Players go through it too.
But it's every day.
Yeah,
it's every day.
Who is it? Ben Simmons. And they do it different. They don't say depression. They say mental health. So there's a lot.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah. You had Kevin Love. You got all these players that go through it, and it's not. And they've got millions of dollars. We don't.
Well, I mean, we see their lives as perfect because we idolize them and stuff like that, which that's bad too. But we don't, we don't think of them as normal human beings.
No.
They're just as normal as we are.
For sure.
And it's it's awesome that these guys are actually speaking out about it. I forgot. There was another player that's big on AJ Brown for the Eagles.
Oh yeah,
huge about speaking out about it, and I think that's huge. That's a huge step for him. I mean, I don't like the Eagles with 1 cent of my body, not 1%.
Yeah,
but I will listen to that guy talk.
Yeah, it's a real thing, guys. And like I said, if you find who's your starting five, find those guys. Talk to them. Like I said, they're going to be receptive. It's not, you're not by yourself. That's kind of what got me through it. Being able to hang out and just kind of debrief and have somebody give you a different perspective of it.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
and tell you to like appreciate. You got things to appreciate in your life. Like people like being around you. People like talking to you. People like hanging out with you. You're not. You're not.
Even if you don't agree with that, I mean, that's not the goal. The goal is to know that you're not alone.
Yeah.
And people will be there for you. And if it's just an ear, or if it's just a casual conversation or a text message this once a week or once a day, whatever you need, people who, they will spend the time to make sure that you're okay.
Especially that's your friends. That's what they're there for.
Right.
They're
even if you haven't talked in years, it's fine. Most people are going to be receptive to somebody they know and they care about.
For sure.
I think we're actually more aware of it nowadays than we used to be. But I definitely think it was a good point to make today, and just put it out there. I mean, it's vulnerability, all that stuff. Everybody's like, well, you're not a man. What? I don't give a shit about any of that shit.
I don't give a fuck what people think.
I don't either. I don't either. And maybe that makes me like not in starting fives, because they probably think that I don't care. But
no, but I think that's what
I care about that stuff.
I think once you go through it. I tell my wife this all the time, like, I don't give a fuck what people think about me. No. Like, because I went through it through my depression, where I did care what people thought about me. And I tried to live up to these expectations that were unreal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if people like me. That's why one of our coworkers was asking me if there was a purge, who would I go out and kill? I was like, bro, there would people coming after me. I'm like, 'cause I'd have pissed some people off. So I'm like, I'm going to be hiding. Trust me. I'm not going to worry about going after anybody. They're going to come after me. I'm like, shit. Because I don't care. I'm like, I'm trying to make myself, I
just
care
go
about
steal your
myself.
truck.
Yeah, exactly. It's easily recognizable. So people will probably be like, that's him right there. Get him. Pitchforks and flamethrowers.
Pitchforks.
Yeah.
This is Shrek.
No, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yeah.
No. We're going to go ahead and close out episode 5. This was the Happy Hour Playbook. You can follow us on all your social media apps, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We have.
I'm gonna try to get it on Twitter too. I don't know how to get it on there, but I'm gonna try.
We're coming on Twitter. Get ready,
We're
Elon.
coming for you, Elon.
Get ready, Elon. But you can also watch the videos on YouTube. And if you get on YouTube, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. But like I said, next episode, we're going to give you updates on March Madness.
Yeah, first and second round should be completed when we record, so it should be a good update and preview for the next two rounds.
And then we're going to go the winners of the WBC, then we're getting into some good stuff. Baseball should be getting closer to getting started. Any injuries, anything like that, we could talk about. But it's going to be good. You guys stay tuned. Keep it real.
Well,
talk to you later.
That was really gay. Later, guys.
And that's the final whistle for today's Happy Hour Playbook. I'm Chris, and we're officially off the clock. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts so you don't miss out on our next slate of picks. Stay sharp, stay hydrated, and we'll see you at the next kickoff.